gentlemen, and welcome to the ICI Center. Tonight's Sunshine State College Basketball game features Spartans and your Eagles from Embry, Riddle, University. And delivering tonight's game ball is Peggy Rayner, the mother of former officer Jason Rayner. Peggy now assists the Jason Rayner Foundation, a non-profit and funding towards training, equipment, and mental health awareness for law enforcement officers. Thank you, Peggy. We're honored to have you here tonight. Once again, thank you for being here for tonight's basketball game. And basketball fans, at this time, we ask you to please join our coaches and players as we honor the United States of America and the Armed Forces to Protect It with the presentation of colors by the Navy ROTC Color Guard. And the one tonight's national anthem is Miss Vera Michio.
Welcome to the ICI Center here on the SSC Digital Network for this SSC contest between the University of Tampa Spartans, standing at 10-4 and 2-4 in SSC play, against the Embry Riddle Aeronautical University Eagles, standing at 10-4 themselves, but 4-2 in SSC play, despite dropping their last two on the road. Hi again, everybody. Carlos Mancia, great to be with you as always. So we spoke to Coach Ritter after their two losses for the Eagles against Lynn and Florida Southern, losing both by over 20. Said in jest at the beginning, and I jumped the gun there on my apologies, but on our open. But spoke to Coach Ritter before at a practice earlier this week following those two 20-point losses. Said to me in jest at first, it feels like the SEC, not the SSC, and we knew this was going to be a competitive conference top to bottom, but seemed to have caught the team by surprise. That game against Lynn and Florida Southern, again losing both by over 20. During that time, they made a change in the starting lineup. Drew Nixon came off the bench against Florida Southern, his first game off the bench in over a year. Although he does return to the starting lineup tonight. Meanwhile, the University of Tampa, down year last year, just 8 wins, but they've already surpassed that this year with 10 of their own already under second-year coach Link Darner, a guy with Division I experience back at the University of Green Bay, Wisconsin, a number of years ago, and had run to the NCAA tournament as well. And prior to that, of course, one of the more successful coaches in conference history at Florida Southern College. As we run down the starters real quick, which they are currently announcing to the arena, Amarian Nimbers and Ryan Blunt in the backcourt for Tampa. They have Caden Froby up front and making his first career start. In the middle, it is Cole Gingileski and Tyson Lato in the middle, someone who Coach Ritter focused on in practice earlier this week. That's going to be quite the matchup at the 5, and they will turn it over to the arena for the starting 5 for Embry Riddle. Today's pregame charge-up was presented by Giles Electric. Giles Electric, family-owned, family-operated, and celebrating over 50 years of powerful personal service. Giles Electric. Additionally, the 2024-25 Embry Riddle men's basketball season and this game are presented by Daytona Kia. At Daytona Kia, the goal is simple: to make your car buying experience simple, fast, and friendly. Daytona Kia is a proud partner of Riddle Athletics. There you have it. It is Nixon, Bracey, McAllister, Clarence Pierre making his third career start, which we'll get into in just a moment. Again, a matchup I'm really looking forward to here is Yasin Hussein and Tyson Lato. Battle of two bigs. I'm sure they'll be matched up quite a bit. McAllister will also probably get the load on Lato. And Hussein and the Eagles control the jump. Tonight's officials, Adam James, Quentin Pugh, and James Wilkeray. Looking for McAllister to get things going. Far side, deflected out. Stays right here with 23 seconds on the 30. Bracy has it. It goes cross court Nixon. Nixon, poor shooting outings in his first 2 games since the calendar turned to 2025. This pass is intercepted. They now work it into the corner. It's Ryan Blunt at the controls. He'll work up high on Drew Nixon. 2-inch height difference there. Bracy drives without hesitation, works into the paint, nearly goes off glass, but Pierre keeps it alive. Picked off, though, by Nick. Where he is the first. Has had his struggles on the offense, 50% from the field, but has converted just 2 of his last 13 in those games against Lynn and Florida Southern. Gets on the board by connecting both free throws, and it's a 2-2 start. A little less than a minute and a half in. Tampa looks to push the tempo. That's something Embry Riddle was focused on quite a bit too. Off the mark from downtown, though, with the Spartans. And now Nixon looks to push. Tries to feed inside. The alley-oop to Pierre off the mark, but Bracy recovers. Bracy pitches out. McAllister's 3 doesn't fall, and Nimmers snares the rebound. Blunt. By Jin Jaleski, the sophomore center from Alonzo High School. Only 7-footer on the floor. They got 3 defenders in the vicinity of Nixon. Nixon gives it up and tries to get it back, but it's picked off by Nimmers. Nimmers on the run. Layup is good. Off glass. And a 6-2 start for Tampa. Probably not the most ideal start for Embry Riddle, but of course still early. They've missed their first 4 from the field, however. Nixon works into the paint. Stops. Throws it out for Bracy. Not a threat to score much from downtown. Missed his first 10 of the year from down there. Cross court to McAllister, back out Bracy. Bracy drives. He's as good as driving as anyone in this conference. Feed inside to Hussein. It's deflected. 6 on the 30 though now for Embry Riddle to operate. Part of the reason why Coach Ritter and company shifted to the zone shifted to Clarence Pierre in the starting lineup was to go to more of a zone defense. Hussein backing down in the post. Jump hook off the mark. Pierre bats it over to Jin Jaleski, who pushes it up. Lato fires along too, off the heel, but gets it back. Touch pass out to jumper in and out, off the mark. Rather, that was Foybe bringing it up and missing from 3. Out of bounds, deflected by Embry Riddle, so a new 20 for Tampa. But yeah, the focus on bringing Clarence Pierre in was to go to more of a zone defense, which is something Embry Riddle's had a lot of success with in the past. Nice feed inside as we rejected. Floybel gets it back, though, and he'll throw it out. And the drive by Nimmers. They reset with Blunt. 7 to shoot. Firing a deep 3 and hitting. Amari and Nimmers from downtown. A 38% three-point shooter on the season. Good enough for 12th in the league. And a 9-2 start for Tampa. Feed going baseline and through traffic. McAllister won't hit. And looking to run now is Floybel. Floybel working on Bracey. Doesn't go. The offensive rebound doesn't go. Hang on is Leto, but Bracey picks it up. Nixon looks to push. And posting up is Hussein, working on Leto. Jump hook off the heel. And Embry Riddle has missed their first 6 on the field. 7-0 run for Tampa early. Leto has the mismatch on Nixon. And now they regroup with Blunt. Blunt back to Nimmers. Nimmers drives, falling away, and draws an air. It's an air ball from Nimmers. The transfer from Indian Hills Community College, native of Rock Island, Illinois. And we've got a timeout on the floor. It's a little more than 4 minutes gone by, a 9-2 lead for Tampa. We'll be back in just a moment here from the ICI Center. Fans, today's game is presented by Culver's, with 2 nearby locations in Daytona and Port Orange. Be sure to stop by for a one-of-a-kind handcrafted Butterburger or concrete mixer that will be sure to make your whole family happy. Culver's, welcome to delicious. An ice-cold offensive start for Embry Riddle. They've yet to hit from the field. Just 2 points to show for it. It's a pair of free throws from Yasin Hussein. 0 for 7 start, 0 for 2 from the field. They go to that matchup zone defensively off the inbound. Nimmers catches off the jump into the corner. It's a 3-pointer, and it does go. It looked short, but got the favorable roll, and it's a 10-point Tampa lead. Nixon, cross-court, McAllister. He's trapped. He's going to be focusing a lot on trapping. Tampa is defensively. Down for Embry Riddle, and it's a 12-5 lead for the Spartans. The drive, the feed inside, and it's Ian Higdon who is fouled on a layup attempt. Thorby missed the 3 earlier. The 2 free throws coming for Higdon, the junior. Another sophomore from Louisville. Just his 6th and 7th free throw attempts of the year. He misses off the heel on this first one. He's making he averages only about 9 minutes a game. He's only played 15 at most. Most recently against Rollins last week. He goes 0 for 2 at the line. Bracey now, running the offense. Up top, it's Nixon. Nearly picked off, though. Bracey the drive. Inside, he's rejected. And recovered. Alon Scorch comes on for Clarence Pierre. Part of the goal also with the change in the starting lineup was to let Milan Scorch have a little more touches to create his offense. Of course, off the bench, he was the NCAA's top 3-point shooter. His numbers have slipped a bit on that end this year. McAllister backs down on the post, up for the fade, all net. So 5 quick. Higdon. Very efficient shooter. hit 2/3 of his shot on the year. Hussein picks up his second. It's the second team foul on Embry Riddle. So he's already poised for a season high in free throw attempts. Misses off the heel, so he's already 0 for 3 to start. This is a Tampa team that is far and away at the bottom of the SSC in free throw percentage. 64%, 4 points off from the next closest team. Goes 0 for 2 once again, and Nixon recovers for Embry Riddle. Approaching 6 minutes gone by, first half. Bracy works the paint, a whistle, and we're going the other way. And an illegal screen on Michael McAllister. Embry Riddle shot only in the low 30s in both games in which they lost. But one of the few bright spots offensively, Jerry Bracy, where he's got 2 20-point games of his last 3. The floater inside, good, from Ian Higdon. Bracy facing 2 defenders. They work up top Nixon. Nixon back to Bracy. Into the corner, McAllister, another 3. In and out. And the rebound is pulled down by Leto. Leto has it up high. Now goes for Nimmers. Nimmers from downtown, well short. And Embry Riddle collects another rebound. They're trailing 2 touchdowns to 1 right now. Feed inside McAllister. His layup too much. Gets it back. The follow. Fans here probably won't be too happy about that call, but it's the correct call as both feet went down as he had the ball. Jack Klinger on for Yassin Hussein. Jared Berry checks in for Jerry Bracy as well. One of the things that assistant coach Chad Keller told me is that they plan to switch to a man defense with Milan Scorch on the floor. They think it's just a better flow at that end of the ball. Working the crossover now. And up high. B.J. Schaefer. Now it's a 3, and it's good. Knocked down from Zach Johnson. The senior 6'4" guard from Hillsborough Community College. Back to a 10-point Tampa lead. Cross court. Berry off the catch. Back for Nixon. His 3. Doesn't go. Offensive rebound for Klinger, and the putback goes. Klinger, a quiet last couple of games, but making his impact early here. Defensively. Really. Johnson guarded by Skorich. Feed inside. Nice dump off back door. Klinger, good job staying vertical. Rejects Leto. The other way. It was off of Leto. And given that Leto is the primary focus defensively, that's something that's got to make Steve Ritter and company feel great. So Leto, the SSC Player of the Week a couple of weeks back, is Berry. He's off the mark from 3. And another rebound collected by Johnson. 17-9 the score as we come up on 12 minutes remaining in the first half. Up top, it's DeAndre Harvey. And we'll regroup with Schaefer. Schaefer now directing the offense. They've already used up a lot of the shot clock. Lots of dribbling here. And they throw it in the corner and had a foot on the line. We'll have an immediate timeout here from the ICI Center. 8-point Tampa lead. 11:44 remaining, first half.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Here is Tampa with a 17-9 lead over Embry Riddle. Both teams looking again to bounce back. Tampa blew a 15-point halftime lead to Eckerd College Wednesday night in St. Pete. Again, and we touched on before, Embry Riddle, their difficult stretch. In fact, their 33-point loss last week to Lynn. First loss by more than 30 points in a regular season or postseason game since 1998 when they lost to Buffalo. Jared Berry drills the mid-range jumper. His first points of the night. Harvey now off to Schaefer. Schaefer looks to dribble his way into trouble. Now they go to Johnson, guarded by Scorch. Back to Schaefer. Schaefer pulls up. Nice looking jump shot, but it's off the heel. And Embry Riddle looks to push off the miss. Nixon drives the lane, kicks it out back to Clarence Pierre, spins off the mark, and fight for the rebound. Oh my! Ian Higdon collect the board, and Jack Klinger wasn't going to let him not have it without a bit of a fight there. Fouls going against Klinger. Well, sure, it's going to be a foul against Embry Riddle. I don't think many Eagle fans are going to be upset about that call, given that why wouldn't you want your backup center to fight the way he did there for that possession? Klinger's first, 14th foul. Feed inside, jumper is good. Knocking it down is DeAndre Harvey, the senior guard from Daytona Beach. The only player in this game that's actually got Daytona Beach listed as their hometown. Scorch off the mark from downtown. So Harvey looks to push the tempo, kicks into the corner, wide open three, and it's true. Knocked down by Zach Johnson. Coming into the game, 9 of 17 from downtown. Connects on his second here already. Berry, high archer, drilled from the foul line. So Jared Berry, 2 for his first 3. After a rough go, going back to the Lees McRae game. He is 6 of 28 and 0 of 8 over his last 3. A whistle and a foul against Jared Berry. It's his first, the 15th foul. 13 score as we approach of the first half. Top, it's Harvey. Another 3, and it just comes up just short off the back tip, though. It's recovered, leaning through traffic. It's rejected. The 3 was off the mark by Blunt, and as was his follow. Berry, he'll fire a 3. That's a short one. And another rebound for Zach Johnson. Johnson now looks to direct before going for Blunt. Lato, mid-range over Klinger. Front rim. Klinger collects. Drew Nixon not looking for his shot much here. He's had a rough couple of games from the field. They will say part of it not really much. He'll be the first to say he won't use it as an excuse, but he was impacted by some sort of a bug going around the team. Nixon, the floater, doesn't fall. Fight for it. Out of bounds. Last touch by Embry Riddle. Nixon 0 for his first 3. And they'll change the call, actually. They'll stay right here. So with 9:05 to go, Embry Riddle will maintain possession under their basket. Dawson Barr will spell Drew Nixon for his first rest of the day. Scorch will put it in play. Up top, it's Barr. He hasn't looked much for his shot of late either. Berry, he's doubled. Gets around Lato. Now over Nimmers. Hits again. Jared Berry quickly leading the way with 6 of Embry Riddle's 15. Leto working on Pierre. Lost the handle, but he collects. Now backing down Pierre. Through traffic, jump hook. Comes up short. Good collective effort on the defensive end from Klinger and Pierre. However, Clarence Pierre could not hang on to the rebound, so it'll stay right here with a new 20 for Tampa. Up top, it's Nimmers. Good job as they lean in, off the mark, and recovered by the Eagles. The leaner off from Freuby. Berry, the hot man for the Eagles right now, working through traffic. Up top, Scorch, moving 3, booked the triple. And it's down to a 4-point game as Tampa's missed their last 4. Leto and Blunt play catch. Leto again working on Pierre. Good job staying vertical from Clarence Pierre. Up top it's Blunt. Good defense from Barr. Poked away by Pierre. Barr's got it on the run. It's a 2-on-2. And they have to slow down as Tampa does a good job getting back. Inside for Pierre. Off the mark on the stuff, but he's fouled. So Clarence Pierre to the line. As the foul is going to go against Kyler Lamb, seeing his first action. Freshman forward from Williston, Florida. So we'll have a timeout in the action. Embry Riddle 7-0 run to get this game back within 4. 7:42 remaining, first half.
At Kalen Home Furnishings, you'll find a wonderful assortment of furniture for every room in your home in the area's largest leather gallery. Our talented design consultants are at your service, free of charge, to help you get the look that's just right for you. Located 1 mile south of Granada Boulevard in Ormond Beach. Come in and experience Kalen today. You'll be glad you did.
Again, a 7-0 run for the Eagles over the last 2:42, and Clarence Pierre looking to add to it as he heads to the line. 11 of 16 at the line on the year. He was the Embry Riddle Male Athlete of the Week last week, whereas he had 9 rebounds and 4 blocks in the game against Lynn last Thursday. Had an 11-point outing as well in that loss against Florida Southern. So he and Jerry Bracey, 2 of the silver lining pieces, if you will, and during the losing streak thus far. Goes 2 for 2. It's down to a 2-point game. 22-20 the score. As we come up on 7.5 remaining. Have been very beneficial there for Tampa as Jared Berry was leaking out down the floor. And that would have been a very good fast break opportunity for Embry Riddle. Berry slowing things down. Plays catch with Clarence Pierre. Klinger at the controls now. He nearly got hit. He was. And it's going to come up short on offensive foul, though, on Jack Klinger. Scorch firing another moving 3 there. So Klinger, 2 quick fouls. Quick fouls there. 4 from Longwood. McAllister back in the game for the Eagles. He comes on for Jack Klinger, so they go small with Pierre and McAllister as the bigs. And a foul away from the play against Dawson Barr. his first. It's the 7th team foul, so that gets them in the single bonus. As it sends Caden Froybe to the line, native of Lincoln, Illinois, was a transfer from Missouri S&T, where he scored over 1,000 points. Very good rebounder, as he's 22nd in the SSC in that respect, a little more than 5.5 a game. Goes 2 for 2. Despite shooting only 53% at the line this season. 24-20 the score. Tampa in front. It's McAllister and Berry struggle with it there for a second, but a foul going against Kyler Lamb. It's his second. 13 foul against Tampa. Berry, swerves right by through traffic and he's fouled. And the foul against Leto. So I guess you could say he swerved, bent the corner, and went whoa as he hit the deck. As Berry heads to the line for 2. Again, looking to find his offense and get it going again. As the first one doesn't go. Berry, about an 85% free throw shooter on the year. Again, going through a futile stretch here. But his offense today seemed to pick up as he goes 1 for 2 there. Now up to 7 on the night. And Drew Nixon's short rest comes to an end. 6:39 to go. It's a 3-point Tampa lead. Nixon the field. And intercepted right back. On the drive, the outlet in transition. In quarter 3. Doesn't go for Nimmers. And Bracey comes away with an outlet to Barr. He'll lay it in. Barr, one of the better athletes on this team. I was expecting him to stuff it, but instead opts for the layup and cuts it down to a 1-point game. Up top, it's Blunt. Nimmers now working on Nixon. Steps back, 3-pointer. Well short again. That's about the 3rd air ball, but Leto saves it for Blunt. McAllister may have gotten a piece of it, though, on that save there. And that's exactly what they'll say the case was. 10 on the 30. As Tampa's offense has hit a lull here. And not scored 5 minutes now. Hoping to change that now with Caden Froybe at the controls with 3 to shoot. Has his man, it's Blunt. He has to put it up and he didn't realize it. It's a 30-second violation against Tampa. Assistant coach Chad Keller and I were talking on Thursday, and he told me that one thing he really wanted to see was that this team provide consistent defense. It's something they've struggled with. Of course, they're towards the bottom of the SSC in a lot of the major defensive categories, including dead last in points per game. But he did say he wants to see more consistent effort. I mean, he liked what he saw. He highlighted the first half of that Eckerd game all the way back at the end of November. His Bracey spins in the lane, kicks it out. Clarence Pierre off the mark. That was just his second 3-point attempt on the year. Nimmers runs it down. But he pointed to the first half of that Eckerd game as Nimmers puts in a circus shot off glass. What a way to end a 5.5-minute scoring drought and put Tampa back up 3. And he liked what he saw the first half of that Eckerd game, but then, of course, they built that 30-point lead, and it was down to 8 in a matter of about 13 minutes. Logan Lewis well off on the jumper. And now Nimmers looks to go back the other way. Gets around McAllister, stripped but a foul called. Looks like it's going to go against Michael McAllister. Second personal, 8th team foul. But it was a shooting foul, so regardless, 2 free throws coming. Nimmers double digits, but in all but one game, including the last 8. already his 7th today. First free throw rattles around and drops through. Takes pride that in his high school days was a student in AP Statistics, AP English, and AP Chemistry at one point. And yet I thought I overworked myself with just AP Comparative Government as a 9th grader. Goes 2 for 2. Lead back to 5 for Tampa as we're now under 5 minutes to go first half. Nixon being hounded defensively by Nimmers, and Nimmers a little overzealous. First personal, 4th team foul. Still have 3 more fouls to give. McAllister back in after a short rest. Comes in for Clarence Pierre. Nixon putting it in play. Hussein lost a handle on it, but able to recover. Bracey goes baseline. Rejected, and it'll stay here. Still 15 to shoot. Feed inside to Hussein. And Lewis looking for Nixon. Pass just a step ahead. That's now the 6th turnover for Embry Riddle. They have 4-7 though against the Spartans. Each team with 7 points off of turnovers. Freuby, and then they'll reset with Nimmers. Nimmers has Lewis guarding him tightly. Freuby around Nixon, now guarded by McAllister in the paint. Works through traffic, comes up short. And Nixon comes away with it. His pass deflected. He gets it back. Nixon spins. Throws it out. McAllister wide open from 3. Off the heel. And another rebound for Nimmers. Lewis again getting the primary assignment while on the floor against Nimmers. The drive feed inside. It's Leto with the jump hook. And the lead back to 7 for Tampa. Tampa has led this one by as many as 11 when they were doubling up the Eagles 22-11 not long ago. Bracey through traffic with the reverse for his first points. Coming off an 8 for 14 game, but missed his first 3 prior to that. Through traffic and with the bucket. Ian Higdon. Haven't seen Trey Lane today yet for Tampa. Interesting given that he's one of their more prolific players. Wide open 3 from Logan Lewis. All net. And it's back down to a 4-point game. Tampa, do they have the answer? No, they don't. Deflected out, it'll stay here. Well, the timeout on the floor. 2:47 remaining, first half. Embry Riddle again, back within 4.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Seems like Tampa, though, they have had an opportunity to capitalize against a bad Embry Riddle defense, and they're only playing about their own average right now. And that's what I think has kind of kept Embry Riddle in this game, despite trailing by double digits early. Neither team shooting the 3-ball well. But they'll inbound in the front court here. It's getting close to a 5-second count, and there it is. So count that up as the 8th turnover against Tampa. Scratch that, it is not a 5-second count. They did get a timeout just before. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. But yeah, when looking at that, Embry Riddle also, I feel like they can try and be a little more aggressive on defense. Sure, your guys might foul out, or get in foul trouble, excuse me. But they're not a good free throw shooting team. Just 4 of 8 today. They only shoot it in the low 60s. So that's perhaps a way they can take advantage and force Tampa to miss some shots there. Backing down in the post is Gingileski, and the foul called will get Tampa back to the line. Klinger called for his 3rd already. But so already in quick foul trouble is Klinger after just 6 minutes. Gingileski off the mark on the 1st. Just his 3rd free throw attempt of the year. No, I don't think, I think it kind of makes sense though to start him here given his limited experience. He did have his career high 15-point game last January against the Eagles. He goes 0 for 2 here. Logan Lewis tracks it down and he's picked off, but not without a foul against Tampa. Fouling them all the way back near the timeline. No, scratch that. Lewis is getting called for the foul. So it's Lewis's 1st, 9th team foul. Now 2 more free throws coming for B.J. Schaefer. Schaefer, he has his free throw roll off. Schaefer, Fairburn, Georgia native, a freshman. One of 6 freshmen on this team. Goes 1 for 2. Did have a career high 12 points against Nova. Man, am I surprised to see they dropped 1 the other day against Palm Beach Atlantic. We'll see here Wednesday. Bracey's layup off the mark and picked up by Harvey. Harvey, the outlet to Gingileski. Harvey gets it back, fires in off the heel from 3, and McAllister skies for the rebound. Nixon pushes the tempo. Hard screen set by Pierre in the process, and Drew Nixon gets tied up. It's a jump ball, and Tampa has possession arrow. Scorch comes on for Lewis. Lewis, a very impressive 3-minute run. Got some shot making and very good defense out of him. What more could the Eagles want than that out of their sophomore first-year swingman from Washington, D.C.? The drive and the handoff for Harvey. Up top, and a 3 is good again from Amarian Nimmers. His 2nd from downtown. And now up to a game-high 12 through traffic and Bracey's foul. Or not. We're going the other way as I missed the signal. But it's another Embry Riddle turnover. Turnover starting to pile up a bit here, as that is now the 7th on the Eagles. They only average 10 a game, but now trail by 8 with under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Nimmers wide open off the curl. Won't go. And I don't think Steve Ritter was too happy about the defensive possession given the look that Nimmers got. Nixon drives, pulls up, banks it in. And a technical foul. They just teed up Drew Nixon. I didn't see exactly what he did to warrant the technical foul. That's an interesting call. As that will send Tyson Latos in the line, and a 78% foul shooter. Of course, his father, David, the former head coach at DePaul, where he actually had 2 stints, Virginia and spent a couple of years with the main Red Claws of the then NBA D-League. And Lato's kind of had his way against the Eagles over the years. Of course, he leads the SEC in rebounds right now with 11, but has had double-digit rebounds twice against the Eagles in his career. Goes 2 for 2 on the technical foul shots. Gets the lead back up to 8, and perhaps a chance here to add to it. Schaefer, guarded by Berry. Schaefer blows right by him, but able to recover defensively is Jared Berry. 70 seconds remaining, first half. Schaefer, the drive. Kicks it out, Johnson. Lato has it, left elbow. Lato spins through traffic, and good off glass, and lead back to 10. A 40-30 start here for the Spartans. And it's picked off, but recovered by Berry. Nicely done, but a good defensive effort there from B.J. Schaefer. The fall away from Berry. Good, again, another banker. Back open on a Saturday night. 3 straight bank shots on both ends. Lato, step back, pull up high, archer. No good. And another rebound for Michael McAllister. The outlet to Pierre. He has to give it up as he was right under the basket. And Bracey fouled. Berry connects on an open 3, but all for naught, given the foul. Tyson Lato picks up the foul. Second and 16 foul, so they've got one more foul to give after that. 6 seconds separate the clocks with a 30 and 24 difference here. The trigger man, Milan Scorch. 10 minutes, 3 points so far. He's junior from DME Academy, native of West Bloomfield, Michigan. Sorry, sophomore. Berry holding. Trying to ward off the defender and Harvey. Now has Johnson on a switch, kicks it out. McAllister, open jumper, off the heel, and the follow put down by Bracey. Clock running down. Harvey may have gotten away with a carry. Fires it, 3-pointer, short. And that's a wrap for the first half. Embry Riddle cuts it down to 6. They've trailed the entire way and by as many as 11. However, their offense got hot down the stretch there to kind of will them back into this one. A 40% start for Tampa from the field, 37% for Embry Riddle. Leading the way for the Eagles offensively, Jared Berry with 9 off the bench on 4 of 6 in just 8 minutes. Not far off from his season high there, or not far off after that slow last couple of games, excuse me. The game's high man, Amari Nivers, 12 points on 4 of 10, 2 of 6 splits. He's played 16 of the 20 minutes. They've also gotten 6 from Johnson and 8 from Tyson Lato. Eagles have also gotten 5 from Michael McAllister, 4 from Jerry Bracey. And meanwhile, as we go and look at other things here, the Eagles just 8 points in the paint, and the way they found success late in the end of the calendar year of 2024 was attacking the paint. They most certainly struggled with that, and that's credit to Tampa's defense here in the first half. We'll be back in just a bit for the second half of action here from the ICI Center. Again, the score, Tampa 40, Embry Riddle 34.
We're up with the sun, on the flight line, on the quad, in the sky and in the surf. We work hard and we play harder. We are pioneers, travelers, adventurers, explorers. We build the bots, we put the roar in rockets. If you can fly it, build it, or lead it, our alumni have done it. We're taking business, medicine, engineering, and flight into space. Extra focus, extra fast, extraordinary. Embry Riddle.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
At Kalen Home Furnishings, you'll find a wonderful assortment of furniture for every room in your home in the area's largest leather gallery. Our talented design consultants are at your service, free of charge, to help you get the look that's just right for you. Located 1 mile south of Granada Boulevard in Ormond Beach. Come in and experience Kalen today. You'll be glad you did.
We welcome you back to the ICI Center here in Daytona Beach. Second half sets to get underway between the University of Tampa Spartans and the Embry Riddle Aeronautical University Eagles. Spartans up 40-34 after the first 20 minutes. Hi again, everybody. I'm Carlos Mancia. Great to be with you once again. First half, Embry Riddle got off to a slow start, trailed by 11 as they missed their first 7 from the field. But got things going late. They had the last 4 points of the second half, including a stick back there from Jerry Bracey in what seemed to have perhaps swung the momentum in the favor of the Eagles, as they've gotten within 4 a couple of times, but Tampa able to keep them at arm's length so far. Of course, Amarian Nimmers has been a bit of a problem defensively for Embry Riddle. He's given them 12. Leitao started to heat up late up front for Tampa. Meanwhile, big outings for Jared Berry so far, as well as Michael McAllister as well. Quick look around the SSC. In the early window, Eckerd, Felt, and Palm Beach Atlantic as the Sailfish keep their winning ways going, winning that one 76-61. Lynn defeated Rollins after Rollins won against St. Leo on Wednesday on a John Latimer coast-to-coast buzzer beater, but they could not make it 2 in a row as they fall 97-85. Nova Southeastern took care of business at home against St. Leo, winning that one 104-60. And the other active game going on, Florida Southern leading Barry at the half 55-39. The 2024-25 Embry Riddle men's basketball season in this game is presented by Daytona Kia. At Daytona Kia, the goal is simple: to make your car buying experience simple, fast, and friendly. Daytona Kia is a proud partner of Embry Riddle Athletics. Also, today's game is presented by Culver's. With 2 nearby locations in Daytona and Port Orange, be sure to stop by for a one-of-a-kind handcrafted Butterburger or a concrete mixer that will be sure to make your whole family happy. Culver's, welcome to Delicious. Looks like both teams have their starters returning. Eagles will have possession to get things going. Nixon, Bracey, McAllister, Pierre, and Hussein. The 5 for Steve Ritter in his 35th season, looking for win 792 on his career, and of course, win number 11 on the season. They trap McAllister. He gets out of it. Finds Hussein with the open foul line jumper. And the rebound is snared by Leitao. He had 4 boards in the opening half. Out in transition, it leaves a wide open 3, and it's buried by Freuby, who had 5 points in the first 20 minutes. Here they are again, fronting the ball handler with 2 defenders. At least 1 defender and a help defender nearby. Nixon lost the handle, picked off by Gingileski, and Blunt is rejected on the other end. It stays here, I believe, and yes, that's the case. 43-34, Tampa in front. 51 seconds into the second half. Feed inside is thrown away, but before that happens, it's a foul against Yassin Hussein, who picks up his 3rd. Nixon credited with the block that set this up. They go around the horn. Good ball movement for Tampa, as they always do. They're second in the SSC in assists. The jumper inside is down. Nimmers has his first points of the second half, 45-34. Embry Riddle's come back from double digits once this season against Fort Lauderdale, back on the day before Thanksgiving. Nixon fakes the 3, fires, and it's good. Nixon just 4 field goal attempts in that first half. Nimmers is rejected. Keeps it alive and fouled by McAllister. Good defense, though, by McAllister on the rejection. McAllister picks up his 3rd, already the 2nd team foul in just a minute and a half of action here in the second half. Floybe, a couple of threes already as McAllister fell down, but Blunt had a foot on the line. So it's a turnover against Tampa. They're 8th, each team with 8 turnovers. Tampa +2 in the points off turnover category. Nixon taking his time, setting the table. Up top to Hussein, it's back to Nixon. Nixon with 2 defenders right there. Up with the right hand. Offensive foul. It's against Yassin Hussein. It's a illegal screen. He's got his 4th foul in just 11 minutes. So Jack Klinger, who's already in foul trouble himself, now slides in at the 5. Embry Riddle's cut the lead to 8. Feed inside, all alone is Gingileski. He blew the layup. Klinger clears the board. Nixon fires a 3. In and out. Pierre the rebound, but I believe he may have been fouled, and yes, he was. Foul goes against Gingileski. Cole Gingileski again averages only about 8 minutes per game. He's already up to 11 here. Nixon fakes and steps back. He's doubled. Finds Bracey. Bracey works inside. May have gotten away with a travel and scores. Already his 3rd bucket, and again the lead down to 6. Floybe at the controls. Off for Blunt. His 3. Too much. Bracey tips it over to Klinger. Nixon works it, right elbow. Picks up his dribble. Bracey the drive. Spins. Kicks out. Pierre. Top of the circle. All net. Clarence Pierre, his first make from the field. And again, down to a 4-point game. 45-41. A little more than 3 minutes gone by here in the second. Blunt holds at the wing, guarded by Nixon. He's put forth a very good defensive game in the backcourt. Gingileski up top, Nimmers from downtown. Off front rim, Klinger another rebound. McAllister's outlet to Nixon, and he doesn't have much of anything, so we'll slow it down. Nixon, again, had that rough offensive go as Bracey rejects the screen, goes up with the reverse, and he's blocked inside. Leitao recovers. Up top, Leitao from downtown. It's good. Tyson Leitao with a big 3. Just his 13th attempt from deep on the year. Make it his 14th. He's 2 for 2 today. And the lead is back up to 8. Here at the ICI Center. 16-13 remaining, a 30-second timeout called by Steve Ritter. As it's still, again, a 7-point game. Tampa has just connected on their 7th three-pointer, where they are 7 of 20 from deep. Top 3 three-point shooting team in the SSC, shooting right about their season's average right now. Good start for the Eagles offensively. Shots starting to fall, especially from Drew Nixon with a 3-pointer that went down earlier over his last couple of games. Let's see. He was 3 of 14 over the last 2, but did impact the game against Lynn as he had 7 assists in that game. Although I'm not sure how much that does you when you lose by 33. But he's got 5 points, including a big 3. And only 2 assists. That's credit to the defense of the Spartans. As we're coming out of the timeout, Jack Klinger running with the starters for Embry Riddle. As Justin Pekka and Link Darner and company have their starters out. As we're back to the action here. Nixon being headed there by Gingileski just by jumping up and down. Now they trap Bracey into the corner. McAllister hits three. Well short. And Ryan Blunt's got the rebound. Blunt keeping the tempo, but he's ripped by Bracey. Going for the loose ball. Fouled by Blunt. Great effort there from Jerry Bracey picking off the pass, or rather the handoff, going for Leitao. And we'll have a break in the action here. This time we're serious as it's 15:49 remaining in the second half. Tampa up by 7. Tonight's game is presented by Bahama House. Come and enjoy the Bahama House. Spacious rooms with private balconies and spectacular ocean views and just steps down to the beach. For reservations, visit www.DaytonaBahamaHouse.com. DaytonaBahamaHouse.com. 24 on the shot clock for Embry Riddle after the deflected pass. Gets the Eagles set up in the front court. Nixon at the helm. Two defenders ready to hunt him down at a moment's notice. Bracey, the drive. Feed inside to Pierre, but it's picked off by Caden Froby. Feed inside on the cut and the stuff. Cole Gingileski making his presence felt in this one. Lead back to 9. Nixon gives it up for Bracey. Looks like he nearly moved his pivot foot there. Bracey stops. Feed inside. Layup from Pierre is good. Or rather McAllister. McAllister puts it down. Out on the run, and Gingileski lost the handle. So the Eagles force another turnover. A little less than 5 minutes gone by. Second half. 7-point Tampa lead. Nixon at the helm. Guarded by Nimmers. Now it's Bracey inside. Nixon gets it back. Drives baseline. And offloads. Nicely done. Got it. Count it. Michael McAllister puts it in and one. And they've got a chance for a 3-point play to cut it to 4. Nixon did a good job shielding off the defender to get the pass and the feed inside. Nice find there from Drew Nixon. McAllister, his first foul shot of the day, is off the heel. Tipped around. Blunt runs it down. Froby again orchestrating. Leitao out to Blunt. Blunt going baseline. Offloads. Knocked around and picked off. Nixon's outlet to Scorch. Saves it for Drew Nixon. Nixon fires a 3 in the corner. Doesn't go. Bracey flies in for the rebound. Throws it out. Scorch drives. And we'll reset. Up top with Nixon. Nixon, crossover, pulls up, top of the circle, good again. And it's back down to a 3-point game. Turning defense into offense for the Eagles. Jumper rattles home up top. And it's back up to a 5-point lead as another 3 from Scorch. Doesn't jump, but the follow is put down. McAllister on the follow. And it remains a 3-point game. Leitao had scored on this end before. Working through traffic, kicking out up top, it's Nimmers. Nimmers drives on Klinger. Got it, count it again. And Klinger picks up the foul. We are witnessing some good basketball right now. Both teams trading blows. It's the 4th personal on Klinger. 4th team foul. So Nimmers to the line where he's 2 for 2 today. He, in addition to being at Indian Hills Community College, he redshirted at Division I Iowa 2 years ago. A couple of 30 pieces this year, and rebound is pulled down off the miss from McAllister. Bracey with a crossover move. Drives inside, up with the layup, and it's good off glass. And we're back down to a 3-point game. Tampa looks to run, and it's picked off by McAllister. Crowd back into the game for the Eagles. Nixon, the drive, pulls up, and hits. Nixon starting to find the range here in the second half. Down to a 1-point game. The drive, no good. Off the mark from DeAndre Harvey. Kept alive. It's Nimmers. Harvey again, rejected by Pierre, but the follow is there. Nice job sticking with the play from Ian Higdon. He's got his 2nd bucket of the night. Bracey at the controls as we come up on 12 minutes remaining. Bracey through traffic, scores. We had a thriller down to the wire here in the women's game, with Embry Riddle going ahead for good in the late stages as both teams traded the lead at that juncture. We could be on track for more of the same here. Leitao over Pierre. Too much. Rebound for McAllister. It's his 9th. Nixon looks to push for Scorch for the lead. No good. Pierre's follow won't drop. The roof would have blown off this place. Leaking out ahead. It's Higdon. And they'll reset with Harvey. He lost it. Higdon keeps it alive. And Leitao and company reset. Around the horn, Nimmers from downtown. In and out. Pierre the rebound. Bracey slowing things down. A nice frenetic pace to this one now. Nixon regrouping the offense. Nixon the drive. Lost his dribble. Gets it back. Throws it out. Scores from 3. No good. He's missed his last 2 from both times looking for the lead. Just 1 of 5 is Milan Scorch. The drive by Nimmers. Over Pierre. No good. And Clarence Pierre keeps it alive. Bracey on the run. Bracey spins inside. Has to pick up his dribble. He's doubled. Kicks it out. Nixon. Cross court. Scorch. He'll fire a deep 3. Won't go. Pierre tips it in. Embry Riddle, first lead of the night. And Clarence Pierre up to 6 points. 57-56. Feed inside. Leitao behind the back. And the finish put down by Ian Higdon. Timely hooping for the sophomore from Louisville. Tampa up by 1 as we approach the midway point of the second half. Nixon gets the screen by Pierre. He'll fire. Won't go. McAllister's follow won't go down. And he's hit the deck. Tampa's got numbers. Harvey working on Scorch. That's a good matchup if you're Harvey. He gets around him and he's got Nixon instead. Inside it's BJ Schaefer and he banks it home. And Tampa's lead is back to 3 as Embry Riddle's hit on just one of their last 7. Mind you, that includes a couple of missed follows as well. Bracing near the timeline, and Steve Ritter will call for time. 9:32 to go. We're in for a good one here as Tampa up 60-57 on Embry Riddle. And we'll actually keep it here for a 30-second timeout. Or there will be a 30-second timeout, and it's become a media timeout. So we'll be back in just a moment here. Embry Riddle trailing Tampa 60-57.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Few minutes as Embry Riddle has scratched and clawed their way back into the game. They trailed the whole way and led. Did not lead for long. They led for just a few seconds before Ian Higdon hit a clutch layup. Nixon inbounding in the front court, 23 to shoot. Cross court, Scorch, catch and shoot. In and out and back in again, and we're tied once again. Scorch now with his second 3 of the evening. Feed inside and a foul on the entry pass. Going against Yassin Hussein. It's his 5th, so his night is done. Jack Klinger checks in. Hussein only playing 11 minutes, 2 points, both from the free throw line, accounting for Embry Riddle's first 2 points. Embry Riddle again in that zone defense. Turnaround jump hook, it's rejected by Klinger, and his day is done. And Klinger wants to argue his case. He has to be held back, and he just got teed up, I believe. So Klinger picks up his 5th foul and gets a technical there as well. The second technical of the night against Embry Riddle, with the first going against Drew Nixon. First free throw off the mark from Zach Johnson, who was 0 for 2 previously coming in, and connects on his first free throw of the season. That was the shooting foul. Now they send Colin Gingileski to shoot the technical free throws. Gingileski is shooting the shooting free throws, and the technical ones went to Zach Johnson. So it's back to a 1-point Tampa lead. Gingileski looking to add to it. Connects on the first. Tampa now 9 of 18 from the free throw line. They've been hovering around that 50% mark all night. And the abysmal free throw shooting is nothing new for them as he misses the second, and the Eagles scrap their way out for a rebound. And it keeps it at a 2-point game. Berry spins and he's fouled. It sends Jared Berry The foul before the shot, actually. So it's a side out with 20 to shoot. Scorich, catch and shoot off the handoff. No good. And it's recovered by Tampa. It's B.J. Schaefer having Scorich on him. Up top, Johnson for three. It's good, but they wave it off. An offensive foul against Tampa. 13th turnover of the night for the Spartans. It's Gingileski's third. 15th foul. Still quite the ways for either team to shoot the penalty. Not really, though. Embry Riddle's got 16 fouls themselves. They've got Clarence here at the center, and that's probably the best big they've got now with both their centers fouling out. Buried. Off the handoff, goes for the fall away, in and out. He had that hot start in the first half. Jared Berry now seeing his first action here of the second. They run the reversal to Johnson. Now it's cutting Gingileski, and he's fouled by Nixon. Nixon's third, or his second, 17th foul, so sends Caden Freuby to the line. Freuby for a 1-and-1. He's 2 for 2 on the night, but he misses the first and only one there. McAllister tries to save it by throwing it off of Ian Higdon, but it caromed off of McAllister instead. Good effort there, though. Still 20 to shoot for Tampa. Feed inside, and it's well defended, and it's rejected by Pierre. It stays here. The follow won't go, and how about a third try, and it does. Schaefer puts it down and extends the lead back to 4 as we've come up on 8 minutes remaining. Still plenty of time, of course. Nixon working inside, spins, falling away, rejected by Schaefer. Schaefer looking to push. Tampa dead last in blocks. They've already had a couple here today as this one's taken away. Scorich looking to push. Into the corner, Berry wide open from 3. Book the triple. And it's back to a 1-point game. Berry's first 3 of the night. Up to 12 points. Gingileski knifing inside. Stops. And it doesn't go. Gets it back and he's fouled. Clarence Pierre picks up the foul, and we'll take a break here as Embry Riddle's cut the lead down to 1 once again. They've been able to break over just once, but it was only for a few seconds. Can they continue to? Can they take the lead and solidify it? We'll find out over these last 7:18 here on the SSC Digital Network. We'll be right back.
At Kalen Home Furnishings, you'll find a wonderful assortment of furniture for every room in your home in the area's largest leather gallery. Our talented design consultants are at your service, free of charge, to help you get the look that's just right for you. Located 1 mile south of Granada Boulevard in Ormond Beach. Come in and experience Kalen today. You'll be glad you did.
To hang around. As both teams shooting in the low 40%, the 3 ball not falling for either team. As now Caden Freuby to the line for 2. 1-and-1 coming for Freuby. He's 2 for 3 from the line. 8 points in 20 minutes. Connects on the first. Usually shoots 53%. Does Freuby. Has had 6+ rebounds and 5 straight coming in. He's only got 3 tonight, though. And he goes 2 for 2. Lead back up to 3 for Tampa. Embry Riddle, a -18 in the second half usually, coming in as Nixon's fouled. They're +3 tonight, but obviously that's still 3 points too short. 16 foul, as that's the first foul committed by Freuby. Steve Ritter seems to be off the bench a little more than usual tonight. A very noticeable bright pink shirt. Should be pointed out. I had a chance to talk to Steve Sands of the Golf Channel, and we were talking about Embry Riddle basketball of all things the other day. He referred to Steve Ritter's fits as, quote, the Pat Riley of the SSC. Berry knocks it down on the long 2. Good job with the self-creation there from Berry. His best game in some time as he's up to 14 on the night. Feed inside, jumper, knocks it down, Ryan Blunt. Previously 0 for 5. That was actually a 3-pointer from Berry that tied the game, excuse me. And it's back to a 2-point Tampa lead. Barr with the handoff from Nixon. Lost the handle but gets it back. Berry drive and kick. 3-pointer from Pierre. Doesn't go. Berry nearly kept it alive, but tips it over to Leitao. Looking to push. Offloads. Leitao. Layup is good. 6 minutes remaining and a 4-point Tampa lead. Nixon directs traffic. Has a screen by Pierre. Opts to pass cross court to Dawson Barr. Barr's had a quiet night. Fires. Won't go. Lewis nearly keeps it alive, but it lands right to Caden Freuby. Sorry, Nimmers collecting on the miss. Posting up is Leitao, guarded by Pierre. Works in the lane, offloads. Layup is rejected, but a foul called. And it will send Nimmers to the line, where he's 2 for 3. Nixon picks up his third. It's the 9th team foul. So Nimmers shooting 1 and 1. They're actually saying that's the 10th team foul despite the scoreboard showing the 9th. So it should still be the single bonus. Jerry Bracey, Michael McAllister in. Probably going to be the lineup that closes this game, barring more foul trouble. Tampa connects 2 for 2 on what was their 24th and 25th foul shots of the night. 72-66 the score, 5:20 to go. 6-0 run for the Spartans as they've hit their last 5. Berry loses his dribble. Out of bounds, last touch by Jared Berry. Lead back up to 6. And before that 6-0 run, Berry had knocked down a 3 to tie the game at 66. Tampa now presumably has to probably start playing the clock sooner rather than later. Though, of course, you do not want to let the air out of the sails just yet. Blunt from 3. And it's back to a 9-point game. Berry. Now it's Bracey. Into the paint. Scoop layup. Rattles home. And that ends the drought. Bracey now up to 12 on the night. Gingileski. Nimmers now working on McAllister. Back up top, Gingileski around Nixon. Now fronted by Pierre. Inside, deflected out. Last touch by Embry Riddle. Milan Scorch back into the game. Eagles have gotten cold from downtown, aside from Jared Berry. So they could perhaps use some shooting on the floor. Feed inside looking for Leitao, deflected out, 8 to shoot. 4:18 on the game clock. Corner three, Nimmers, short. Tipped out, and right here to the scorer's table. As it looked like Nixon may have had the inside track to collect. Eagles basketball. They'll be inbounding in the front court with 4:13 to go. Down by 7. Nixon up top. Ball is kicked. The old foot trick there. 6 seconds run off the clock. Nixon for Bracey. Bracey inside. He's cut off nicely from Higdon. Now it's McAllister. The layup won't go, but he's fouled. Basket won't count from Pierre. Of course, known for those putback stuff. We'll take a break here. 3:57 to go. Tampa, 75-68 lead on Embry Riddle, looking for the upset.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's will you?
In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Shopping and visitor attraction, Hilton Daytona Beach Oceanfront Resort is a family-oriented and pet-friendly property offering world-class amenities on Florida's famed Atlantic coastline. The hotel is home to 2 resort-style pools, beachside cabanas, a fitness center, and several premier restaurant and bar venues for every taste. For more information, visit DaytonaHilton.com. That's DaytonaHilton.com. McAllister now to the line for 2. Missed his only foul shot of the day. And he converts on the first. He shot the ball rather well coming into this one. Over 50% in his last 4. Connects on the second, but just 5 of 14 today. 13 points to show for it, and it's down to a 5-point game. Eagles now showing pressure in the backcourt. Pushes ahead now. It's Blunt. Nimmers at the controls. And they reset with Gingileski. Working on McAllister. Wheels left. And now it's Leitao working on Pierre. Leitao inside. Pulls up. Comes up short. The putback doesn't go. It's a 30-second violation. Another phenomenal defensive possession, forcing, I believe, the 3rd shot clock violation against Tampa tonight. 3:25 to go. Eagles down 5. They have a comeback in them. Steve Ritter told me that his team is looking for a statement win, something they do not have yet. Do they have it here? Scorch off the mark. Offensive rebound for McAllister. The follow is there. And another timely bucket from Michael McAllister, as he's shown us time and time again. Leitao now manning the controls as it's a 75-72 game. Gingileski. Three-pointer for Blunt. It comes up short. Nixon the rebound. Outlets for Bracey. Under 3 minutes to go. Bracey going all the way. Pierre nearly keeps it alive and tips it over to Leitao. Cross court. It was Floybe. Now on the drive. Feeding Leitao. Deflected, but a foul on the floor. It goes against Nimmers. Foul goes against Clarence Pierre. So it sends Leitao to the line for two, where he has hit his only 2 free throws, as he is nearing his season's average, or he's over his season's average now. Averages 13 and 11 a game. Does Leitao? He's got 15 and 8 boards. Converts on the first, but that's a big free throw to make it a 2-score game, ending a 2.5-minute scoring drought for Tampa. Goes 2 for 2 with 2:20 to go. Lead back up to 5 for Tampa. Still plenty of time, though, for Embry Riddle. Nixon working left. Up top it's Scorich. Around the horn now it's Bracey. In the paint, lost it. Out to Scorich from 3. Off the heel. Bounces a couple of times. The putback goes. Clarence Pierre, it counts on the foul. It's his 4th offensive rebound and his 6th of the night. The foul against Leitao, it's his 4th. It's the 8th team foul. Embry Riddle in the 1+1 bonus, and 1, it doesn't really matter. To make it a 2-point game, it's Clarence Pierre. He's got 8 on the night. And he's off the heel. Fight for it. It's Blunt, and he was fouled. And they're going to go all the way down the other end of the floor now as we're under 2 minutes to go. It's the 2nd foul against Jared Berry. It sends Ryan Blunt to the line. He had missed his first 5, but has now hit 2 of 3 and now hits the line for his first 2 free throws tonight. Connects on the first is Ryan Blunt, the Oviedo native. Was just over 50% on the season coming in, 12 of 23. One of the better 3-point shooters in this conference. Going 2 for 2, extending the lead back to 5 with under 2 minutes to go. Nixon orchestrating. They need buckets, they need them quick. Nixon is trapped. Nixon is stripped and stolen. Embry Riddle now needs a stop. Otherwise, this thing is as good as over. Floybe with Berry on him. Floybe being hounded and he calls for time. So we'll keep it here. It's a 30-second timeout. It's Tampa with a 5-point lead under a minute and a half remaining. Embry Riddle's defense got off to a good start in the second half and the part of the game where they were able to briefly hold the lead. But credit to Tampa, though, for limiting the ball movement from Embry Riddle. Usually in the upper echelon of moving the basketball, about 17 assists a game. Just 11 here tonight. Tampa's 18, not far off of their own season's average. That's part of it as well. Clarence Pierre had a chance to cut this to 2, but missed the N1 free throw. And it's been all Tampa since, despite the fact they had not scored a field goal in 3.5 minutes. Here we go. It's Harvey the trigger man. He finds Floybe. Floybe working on Berry. He may push off Berry with the rejection. And come away with by Bracey. Bracey fouls on his way to the rim. He was up there with Nixon too. So 2 free throws coming for Jerry Bracey. Harvey picks up the foul. It's his first, 9th team foul. So 2 free throws coming again for Bracey, who got off to a slow start. Now up to 6 for 12, has 6 boards, 6 assists. Along with those 12 points, that's the quintessential Jerry Bracey stat line. Connects on the first. That was just the 11th free throw attempt of the night for Embry Riddle. Tampa, meanwhile, 17 of 28, now up to 61% after shooting in the mid to high 40s most of the game. And he misses the second. They call a lane violation? Yes, they do. Against Leitao. Leitao again charged with the lane violation, jumping early. 74 seconds to go. Does Bracey make the most of the second chance? He does. Back down to a 1-score game. 1:14 to go. Pressure in the backcourt from Embry Riddle. Harvey, the recipient of the inbound. He's trapped by Nixon and Bracey. They go find Leitao near side. Leitao near the timeline. It was close to an over and back, but good call letting it play out. The drive by Blunt as we're under a minute to go. Tampa playing the clock. It's Nimmers. Nimmers, pick and roll with Leitao. Jump hook, it's there. The pick and roll, something Lynn and Florida Southern used to their advantage last week against Embry Riddle, and it's come back to bite them at this most inopportune time. 81-76 Tampa trying to close this out. But Embry Riddle still time if they move quickly on the offensive end. We'll take a break here. We'll be back in less than a minute here on the SSC Digital Network. Welcome back, ICI Center. Embry Riddle down by 5 against Tampa. In need of a quick bucket here to stay in this one. Their hopes now of snapping this 3-game losing streak, or 2-game losing streak, are slim, but it can be done. They have a lot of shooters out on the floor now with Scorch, Bracey, Berry, McAllister, and Nixon. So again, they've got McAllister playing the 5. We've seen that a little bit this year. We saw it a bit last year too, when Sully went down. And Berry needs to push it. Berry for Nixon. Drops his defender. Floyd recovers. They have to go quickly. It's Scorch. Up top, Nixon from 3. It's good! Drew Nixon from downtown. Gets it down to a 2-point game. 2 seconds separate the clock. That's about as close as you can get in this 2-for-1 situation. As Tampa's called for time. They've got 1 remaining. Embry Riddle's been out of timeout seemingly since Christmas, but big shot there from Drew Nixon. First double-digit game since the Lees McRae game back here on the 21st of December. Embry Riddle has not lost at home since November 16th against Savannah State. That was a game they had a second-half meltdown where they were outscored by 15. Meanwhile, they're +4 in the second half today, although Tampa has had a stranglehold on this one most of the way. Credit to Embry Riddle too with the way they've performed, limiting opportunities for Tampa, given the fact that both of their centers fouled out about 10 minutes ago, with Klinger and Hussein picking up 5 fouls, and neither of them played more than 13 minutes. Tampa struggling at the free throw line, which nothing out of the ordinary for them. It's something worth noting, given that Embry Riddle may have to play the foul game if they don't get a quick steal here. Imagine Embry Riddle plays straight up defensively for a little bit, and if they don't get anything turnover-wise, then they'll resort to the foul game. Here they are applying pressure in the backcourt. Again, the 5 of McAllister, Berry, Bracy, Nixon, and Clarence Pierre. They pressure Leitao in the backcourt. Now dribbling it out was Froby, pushing it ahead. Now it's Leitao again, and McAllister fouled with 20 and 9/10. McAllister picks up his 4th. It's the 12th team foul. And will send Leitao to the line. Again, 78% foul shooter on the year. Perfect, 4 for 4 tonight. This play's getting loud as they need him to miss just one. Leitao on the first. In and out. That's a tough break for Tampa. Your best player misses a free throw at that juncture of the game. As Link Darner, the head man at Tampa, arguing for a lane violation, not getting it. Second free throw here coming for Leitao. It's good. Milan Skoric in the game for his three-point prowess. Berry bringing it up, under 20 seconds to go. Berry, the drive, they're going to go for a quick 2 maybe. Up and under, scores. And it's down to a 1-point game, 82-81. And it looks like Steve Ritter loves his team's chances, or at least thinks it's a more viable option to win this game by having Tampa shoot the free throws. Tampa calls for time. It's their final timeout, a 30-second timeout. So we'll keep it right here. Nice move by Jared Berry as he's up to 17 tonight. His career high is 19, which he's set twice this year. He shot the ball very well. Berry's sister, Courtney, the assistant head coach under Glenn Wilkes at Rollins for their women's basketball team. So the Berry family has seen Rollins lose today in a tight one against Lynn back at Wharton Arena. The Berry family does not want to go 0 for 2 tonight, I'm sure. So 13 and 5/10 remain. Embry Riddle's probably going to try and force the turnover here. If they don't get that quickly, of course, they'll foul. Tampa shooting 18 of 30 at the line tonight. Chance of defense as the Eagles pressure in the backcourt. Inbound pass. Good job hounding. Throws it up ahead. And a foul called. Against Tampa. It's against Nimmers. It's his second. And no time ran off the clock. They're over the double bonus too, so it sends Jared Berry to the line. He's had many a big shot here this season, but these are probably his biggest free throws of the year. He's 1 of 2 at the line tonight. And he misses the first. So they can only tie it down on this trip. Again, an 85% free throw shooter, but again, just 1 for 3 tonight Embry Riddle now 9 of 13 as a team. Berry for the tie. It's good. Tampa's got a timeout. 12 and 4/10. Nimmers has it. Guarded by Bracey in the backcourt. Down to 7. He lost it. Recovered. Forces it cross court. Foibles the drive. Rejected by Pierre. And we're going to overtime. A massive rejection from Clarence Pierre. As he comes over to the bench, gives a chest bump to Zach Phillips, the team manager. And what a way to send this to OT. Just gonna let you take in these sounds for a moment. Is what a finish. Embry Riddle 1-0 in overtime this year. That came against Fort Lauderdale back on November the 27th. As for the Spartans, they have not played an overtime game this season. So bonus basketball for the fans here in attendance. Embry Riddle short stretched with their 5 position. A 5-point swing in the final minute 20 or so. As they slide Jared Berry with the starters. And Pierre slides over to the 5. He'll jump center with Tyson Leitao. They've also got Ian Hegden out there, the Spartans do, from their bench. So 5 more minutes to determine a winner here from the ICI Center on this cool January evening. Leitao and Pierre for the jump. And away we go for overtime as the Eagles control the tip. Embry Riddle's only led this game for about 15 seconds. It's Berry, off for Bracey. Bracey, he's faced 2 defenders here. Lost his dribble, it'll stay here as it was deflected out by a Spartan. .444 to go, we're just 16 seconds in. Looks like they'll be setting up Drew Nixon as the trigger man. Inside, backdoor for Berry. He misses. The follow is put down by Clarence Pierre. What a sensational run for Clarence Pierre these last 3 games. The drive. Kicked out, stolen by Berry. Lays it in. Embry Riddle with their largest lead of the night. It's Blunt for Nimmers. Berry's got a career high 22. Nimmers in the post, around Nixon, scores. And it's a 2-point Eagle lead as we're 1 minute into the extra session. Bracey, driving kick. And they reset with Jared Berry. Again, I like that they have Drew Nixon playing off the ball. This allows him to focus more on his shot ability. As Berry in and out, Pierre nearly keeps it alive, but Leitao corrals the miss. Leitao, his 9th rebound of the night. Leitao backing down Pierre. He may have gotten away with a push-off, falling away, doesn't go. Nixon tips it out, and Clarence Pierre has it. 3:18 to go. Nixon slowing things down. He's got 12 points, 3 assists. Bracey. Hands for Berry. Back to Bracey. inside, going baseline. Did he step out? He was fouled. Ian Higdon will pick up his first. Link Darner voicing his displeasure that there was not a foul on that final possession of regulation still, and that this was called a foul. Jerry Bracey heads to the line where he's 2 for 2, make it 3 for 3. He usually shoots upwards of 80%, now at 87% on the year. One of the top foul shooters in our league. Make it a 2-score game. He's got it. Zach Johnson coming back in for the Spartans, who gave the Eagles a lot of trouble earlier tonight. He's played just 15 minutes, has 7 points to his name. 2 minutes into overtime, Embry Riddle up 88-84. Johnson with McAllister on him. Freubel now driving on Nixon. Bracey goes for the steal, but it leaves Blunt wide open. Off front rim, and Berry flies in for another rebound. Here's Drew Nixon. Calls out a play. Posting up is McAllister. He's double teamed. He's stripped. And Freubel's got it in the corner. Freubel. Blunt had a notion from 3. Doesn't take it. He'll drive. He'll pull up. And McAllister, his 12th rebound of the night. A 15-12 double-double in 35 minutes. Backing down is Nixon as we've come up on 2 minutes remaining in overtime. Nixon looking to push into the paint. Backing down Freubel. Off for Berry. He stops, spins, falling away, in and out. And it's pulled down by Leitao. Leitao brings it up as we're under 100 seconds left. Working on Pierre, dishing. Inside, it's rejected. Clarence Pierre does it again. Ryan Blunt had his layup rejected. As Steve Ritter and calls out a play defensively, along with the assistant. The drive, baseline from Leitao. Inside, and he's fouled. 2 more free throws coming for Leitao, where he's 5 of 6 tonight, but missed the free throw. That would have made it a 4-point game in the dwindling seconds of the game. Embry Riddle then plays it was after they had cut it to 1, after Jared Berry went for a quick 2. So Leitao, 2 free throws, and the smattering of boos coming down. Calmly knocks down the first. And Ian Higdon back in to make it a 2-point game. It's there. 1:25 to go. Tampa still in this one. They've led by as many as 11, but Embry Riddle has taken a 4-point lead, as much as a 4-point lead here in overtime. They've done so twice. Nixon the drive. He's fouled, nearly got the N1. So 2 free throws coming for Drew Nixon, where he's making his first attempt, or his first appearance at the free throw line tonight. He is on that upper echelon of free throw shooters in the SSC, making 91% of his free throw attempts. Came off the bench in that game against Florida Southern as he nails the first. He's told due to that illness that's been going around. It's his first game off the bench since last year. I was thinking maybe since they were going to that matchup zone that he would come off the bench again with a Berry Bracey backcourt, but they chose not to. He goes 2 for 2. It's a 4-point game. 1:10 to go here in overtime. Freuby will be setting it up for the Spartans. Guarded by Nixon, feeding inside. It's Leitao in the post. Deflected out by Clarence Pierre. 59 and 9/10 to go with 18 on the shot clock. Up top, it's Nimmers. Nimmers working on Berry. He hits Berry. That should have been an offensive foul, but they're not going to call it. Looks like he hit Berry with a high elbow and no call. It's a 2-point Embry Riddle lead, 90-88, as we come up on 45 seconds remaining. Nixon working right. Guarded by Johnson. Snakes through the lane, lost his dribble. It'll stay here with 8 on the 30. Ian Higdon in and out of the lineup. They send Johnson back to the bench. 31 and 3/10 on the game clock. They're going to have McAllister be the inbound man. Milan Scorch also set to check on. He's coming in for Clarence Pierre, who may have taken a shot on that last Tampa possession as he was a little slow to get up on the other end. Nixon will now actually put it in play. Posting up, it's McAllister. Back to Nixon. He'll fire away. Boots the triple. Big shot. Big shot from Drew Nixon. Got off to the slow start. Just 2 points in that first half, but lighting it up here of late. Now up to 17 points. It's a 5-point lead with the shot clock turned off. 27 and 5/10 to go. Clarence Pierre back into the game. Eagles lighten up on the pressure. Tampa's got to operate quickly. It's Freuby. Up top, Leitao, a deep shot. It's no good. McAllister the rebound. His 13th board and he's fouled. The foul goes against Lamb. It's his third. It's the 12th team foul. Excuse me, 13th team foul on Tampa. Correction, they're calling Blunt for the foul. And McAllister trying to put this game on ice with 12 seconds left. Good on the first, as McAllister's now 3 of 4 from the free throw line. It's now a 6-point game, 94-88. To make it a 3-score game. Off the heel. Still faint light for Tampa, but it's thrown away. And we've had a ref hit the deck. Folks, this game officially has everything. As that lackadaisical pass in the attempt to hurry may have just thrown away Tampa's last chance at winning this one. Inbound to Berry. Do they foul? Yes, they do. It's Nimmers. Called for his third. More free throws coming for Jared Berry. Back to the line where he tied the game at the end of regulation. Now Berry's got the opportunity to officially tuck this one away. First one, that kind of looked like it was going short, but it hits. Berry now up to 21 on the night in just 20 minutes. 8 of 13, 2 of 5, and now 3 of 5 at the line, make it 4 of 6. Both teams have more than 20 free throw attempts, and this should be it here. The drive going all the way, rejected by Pierre. The follow is no good, but a foul will send Ryan Blunt to the line. All right, let's see. Clarence Pierre on the block numbers. He's got quite a few, including the clutch block at the end of regulation. It was his 6th block of the game. Blunt misses the first with 1 1/10 to go. Blunt now 2 of 4 at the line. He's good on the second, 96-89, and that'll do it. Steve Ritter won in the statement win for Embry Riddle. This may have been it. Eagles trail by 11. They trail most of the way, and they hang on to win at 96-88. Man, this was a good one. Clutch shot making from both teams at times. Real basketball theater. Barry the high man for the Eagles with 22, 17 from Drew Nixon, 16 from Bracey, and they get 16 from McAllister as well with his 13 rebounds, leading the way. Meanwhile, Tampa has Nimmers and Leitao each with 22, and Caden Floyby, the only other Spartan in double figures. Man, that had to feel good for the Eagles as they take this one, snap the losing streak, improve to 11-4, 5-2 in SSC play, and snap that losing streak. They've got third place Palm Beach Atlantic on tap Wednesday. We'll have that for you here from the ICI Center and on the SSC Digital Network. So thank you all for spending your Saturday night with us here from the ICI Center. I'm Carlos Mancia saying good night